It's that day. It's that day. Hello, ghosties. Arctic, congratulations on first. Oh, free creature, thank you for the private session. God damn it. Arctic, hello, and Boy, hello, and Emily, hello, and Cyber, hello, and Callum, hello, and Ali, hello. How could you forget the? I'm so here, wonderful. When he said it is that day, I almost DM'd you to ask what the fuck today is because I was scared. I didn't know it was a very important event. I was gonna be so embarrassed, but then I figured it out. That's so fair. That's so fair. Yeah, no, it is art fight theme reveal day. Is such a specific event. It is not a big event in the server, but it is big event for me. I'm very excited. There's not gonna be a whole lot we're actually gonna be able to do today, other than like we can think about assets a little bit and like pick our teams and all of that stuff. I'm just here to like be excited as a group because I've been waiting for this for like since January. I don't know why art fight has become like such a major part of my life. I've been thinking about it and talking about it since January. So it's been like 6 months of just like, oh, can't wait for that to happen. Only for this like to get there. We will likely not get assets yet. It's possible they drop assets the same day. But generally you have to wait a couple days for that. So we'll see if we get all the borders and the art cards and everything today. Hello everybody, my name is Emma Sander and welcome home to a little bit of an early morning stream. I don't know if assets will drop today or not. I feel like sometimes they have and sometimes they haven't. Like I guess we'll see. What is everybody thinking it's gonna be? Emily is on Team Piss and Shit. She's been on that one. I've said that if they're gonna do Team Piss and Shit, it would be better to do two teams as Team PP and Team Poo Poo because I think that would be funnier. Oh, there go the ads. The ads are running. Sorry, chats. For the non-ad watchers, I'm eating an apple today. Because I haven't had lunch and this is lunch, and when I end stream, I'm gonna have to make dinner. Because then I've got D&D tonight. We will not. It won't be a super long stream, but it'll be. We're gonna watch the reveal happen, and then we'll like chat about assets and like website design and all of that fun stuff to get like ready for this year. We probably won't do. I'm gonna turn this music down. This is insufferably loud. Hang on. Hold on. That's now it's nothing. Music? How's that? Is that too quiet? I can never tell what you guys can hear and what you can't. Anyways, Emily is saying Heart and Soul, which is that one is been around for a while. I can't hear shit. Fae and Phantoms is a hope, which is interesting. We've been joking about the idea that it might be the joke theme from April Fools. That'll just be Team Art and Team Fight. Ollie is voting Team Booty and Team Cheeks, which I am super on board with that. I think that'd be fucking hilarious. If it is Team Art and Team Fight, I will be Team Fight and Emily will be Team Art, and we're gonna fight. Just dropped one of my M&Ms. Knights versus, yeah, so the other thing that people have been guessing is if people because the reason everybody's guessing is because normally there's a vote, right? Normally there's a big vote and you can kind of tell what's coming from the vote a little bit, but there wasn't a vote this year because this is the 10-year anniversary, so they're doing something different this year. We just don't know what. So some people are guessing for the 10-year anniversary that we're gonna do 3 teams instead of 2. So obviously we couldn't vote because it wouldn't like, it would give it away. So we didn't have a vote this year, so I don't even know what the options are. My snack. But yeah, but I don't know. Emily is saying, or not Emily, Ollie is saying Mind and Matter, which Mind and Matter has been on a vote list before. What was the vote list me and Emily were looking at? Hang on. Yeah, these are previous ideas. Arctic versus Tropic, Clouds versus Caverns, Comedy versus Tragedy, Destruction versus Creation, which would kind of be Art versus Fight, art versus fight might be a hint that it's creation versus destruction. That I might be thinking like too hard, but like if they're April Fools was team art and team fight, what is art if not creation and fight is destruction? Like it could have been a hint that this is team creation versus destruction. I think that would be cool. Flora versus fauna, fossils versus crystals, heart versus soul, which is common. Heroes and villains, knights and dragons, sun and shine, or sorry, rain and shine, spring and autumn, time and space, trinkets and treasure. Who versus Tropic? Oh, yeah. And I found this image online. Sorry, I'm eating. I found an image online. No. That was like bad art fight ideas. I have peanut butter on everything. Godzilla versus King Kong is something. So here's a list of art theme ideas that was posted by somebody called Twizaz. And there's just written in their notes thing. Trixie versus Katya, which is hilarious. I would be team Katya. Team High versus Team Drunk is very funny, Cyber. Cats versus dogs. Art versus fight, which was the 2026 10-year anniversary joke. Comedy versus tragedy. Handsome versus hideous, which is very funny. Dumb versus doctorate. Enemies versus lovers. Gay versus straight. Sincerity versus sarcasm. Bad versus good, in parentheses 2042 when they run out of ideas. Singing versus samba. You versus yourself. Twist for the first quarter quell. I don't know why we're writing in quarter quells now. Plastic versus plush. Cure versus virus. 2020 art fight AU is one of the ideas. And then a present versus past versus future. 3 teams twist for the second quarter quell. And then angel versus devil, in parentheses, the last theme, in parentheses, we all argue about whether it's blasphemy, in parentheses, the story is picked up by the media, in parentheses, art fight is struck down in the name of conservative family values by Fox News. So those are some bad ideas that have been floated around. I think those are funny as hell. But yeah, now it's just sitting around and finding out like what do you think it's gonna be, and then official arts like assets and everything will drop once they're like ready to go. I want to say they're normally dropped fairly soon after the, if not like same day. And obviously the art fight page will change and update. Chic versus Chopped is funny as hell. It's just Team Pretty versus Team Ugly. Like that's really all it is. Chic and Chopped is a good way to say it, but it really is just Team Pretty, Team Ugly. It's gonna be an interesting little thing. We have, just so everybody knows, let me load it. Where are we? We are at 14 minutes. We got 14 minutes until the reveal. This is where we will be for the reveal, and people are all just dropping their names over here, which will be interesting. So once the actual time hits, I'll jump over here and we can watch. I like the themed. Yeah, I like the themes where there is one is just objectively worse. Callum, you'll be here just in time. The previous art fight teams, in case you don't know about them, let me pull up. So these are the previous teams with all of their previous assets. So 2015 was color versus monochrome, which this was the only asset they had, was this like the banner art, like because that was just the beginning of it all. 2016 was magic versus technology. So these were the badges, and then this was the banner at the top of the website. I'm also, wait, I'm gonna tell you where I would be. Color versus monochrome, I would take color. Magic versus technology. Magic is much more interesting to me, but technology is much more my style. So I'd probably still take Team Magic. This looks cooler because it's green and it's my favorite color, but I prefer Magic just for the sake of the design. I might pick technology, but this one would be hard for me. For the quarter quell they add plasma. Yeah, Team Solid, Liquid, and Gas. Sun versus Moon was 2017. If it was in 2017, I would have picked Moon. But as an adult now, I would pick Team Sun. If I had been doing Art Fight in 2017, though, I would have picked Moon because it was 2017 and I was a fucking, I was a mess. Yaoi versus Yuri, bro. Me and Emily at odds once more. 2018 was Coffee versus Tea. This is a really cute little design. I would have done Team Coffee. That one's pretty easy for me. I do like teas nowadays, but that was the fun one. 2019 was Dream versus Nightmare. I probably would have done Nightmare just because that's kind of more my aesthetic normally. Especially if I was doing it in 2019, but just in general, I probably would still pick Team Nightmare. Good Team Go versus Team Joe is crazy. Cougar versus a billion lions, except Ollie's the cougar. 2020 was Sugar and Spice. I don't know. Based off of these designs, I think I would have done Sugar. Yeah, I think I would have done Team Sugar. Because like I like this aesthetic more. So I probably would have done Team Sugar. I don't like the Sugar and Spice ones. What do you mean you don't like it? Like, the designs are really cute. I think this is a really cute one. And I think it's, number one, I think it's really cute. And number two, I don't think there's an objective better. Like, because there isn't like, oh, this really cool thing versus this less cool thing. Like, these are these are completely just about aesthetic. Which color theme do you like better? Like, I don't think this has anything to do with like objectively better ones. $2020 wasn't anything nice, bro. What were they on? Yeah, Sugar, Spice, and absolutely fucking nothing nice. 2021 was my first year, which was the Steampunk versus Cyberpunk, which I chose Steampunk back in the day. Nowadays, I absolutely would have done Cyberpunk, but back in 2021, I was Team Steampunk. I was really into like the gears and the bronze and all of that during that time. So that's these. And then 2022 was Wither and Bloom. I very clearly picked Wither. Honestly, nowadays I might have picked Bloom, but I probably still would have picked Wither, honestly. I just really like the designs. 2023, we all remember, was Vampires versus Werewolves. Werewolves was absolutely my plans. I really liked the design. I liked the colors. Werewolves was very fun. Seafoam and Stardust was 2 years ago, if you remember. We were all, like, by this time I was streaming all of these. Seafoam was my heart. Design wise, like the Stardust is much more the way a lot of my art goes and the way that like a lot of my things are designed, but Seafoam was, I liked the colors and it's more closer to my heart. I just desperately want to be in the water all the time. And then last year, obviously Fossils and Crystals was last year's designs. And that one was fairly easy for me. So this was all of our previous years. And now we will have to see what this year's is. But, oh, and I got my spring badge. This is the last time you'll see my yes, Team Fossils. But if you go to I don't even know where to go to my badges. They're in here. This is our new Sprout Fight 2026 badge, which is identical to the 2025 badge, which is fine. But now we have the 2026 badge from this year as well. So, and I have always been a loyalist. I've never switched teams. So like for my Steampunk, I have Team Steampunk. I joined Team Steampunk. Steam Loyalty. Steam is like, and then the champion one. So I always get a loyalty badge. I do not switch. There's Wither and there's my Wither loyalty. There's Werewolves and Werewolf champion and Werewolf. No, this is Werewolf. This is Werewolf loyalty. This is Werewolf champions. This is Seafoam loyalty. And this is Seafoam, and then this is Fossils and Fossils loyalty. I always get a loyalty badge. I never have gotten the trader badge. So I'm picky about that. I took Stardust with pride. That's so fair. You were Stardust and Fossils. That's fair. Ollie is Werewolf. Ollie is Stardust. Okay, wait. What is Ollie's? So she is Sugar. Ollie would pick all of the cuter options. So Ollie was Sugar, Steampunk, Bloom, Werewolf, Stardust, Crystals. Yeah, that's a good series. What's everyone's attack plans, if any? I don't really have any major attack plans. My plans this year are the same as last year in terms of I want to attack. My minimum goal is 30 attacks. I want to do 30 attacks in 30 days. If I get more than that, that's fantastic. If I don't get more than that, that's okay. But that's my goal is 30 attacks, 30 days. Last year I aimed for 15 attacks and I got 52. Or no, last year I aimed for 30 attacks and I got 52. So I'm certain I'll be able to manage that this year. And then my other requirements for myself is I want to attack at least one character of every category. So that is, let me pull my categories up again because I have to look at them. Categories being human, feral, anthro, monster, worm, and mech. So I'm going to try to do at least one from each category. Obviously humans and anthros I'll probably do plenty of. Monsters I usually do a couple. I'm not usually a fan of ferals, mechs, or worms, but I do one of each generally. And then I want to do at least one mass attack again because I did that animal mass attack last year, and that was really fun. I mean, like, so last year, this was last year's art fight. So this was my, just so as we can pull these up, this was last year's design for my thing last year, which I think looks pretty nice. It's improved a lot from like my very first year. Look how sad my first year card is. Look how sad this is. I only had 2 characters. It was Jace and Embry, and Jace I had never drawn before, so I just had like pick crews for him. Like, this is what I say, if you can't draw, it's okay. Like, my first year, I had 1 drawing of 1 character, and the rest were pick crew references. So it was very cute. And then Wither, I had added Xander. He was the only character I had added in. And then by Werewolves time, I actually had some characters. I still had my Spider Sona on there. And then Seafoam is where we start actually having like, oh, there's like my characters. And then obviously last year's. So last year's badge, or last year's card. This was last year's lineup. I will redo this for my little my OC quiz. I'm gonna redo that one as well because I want to have that. And then these were all the attacks from last year. So I got my worm and my monster out of the way right away. So this was my worm and this was my monster. And I just got those out of the way. First one I remember you doing is werewolves. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I did 2 before that. I did Steam and Wither. And then I did like humans. This was my only mass attack last year, which was the animals mass attack. Because I was like, if I'm going to do animals, I'm going to do a shit ton of them. Or sorry, ferals is like the term for it. So this was my feral mass attack, which I've never done a feral mass attack before. I've never done ferals or a mass attack before. I will probably do this again, is I'll probably pick like a theme for my ferals, because I don't want to draw like, I'm not good at drawing animals. So I don't want to draw like just a mouse and like be like, there's my attack. Like, it's way more fun to do like a collection, and like have like weird little creatures like that thing back there. So I'll probably do something similar to that again. And then this was my mech last year. I just fell in love with this one because I thought it was cool. So I'm going to try to do another like weird mech like this, but I've also have some like cyborg like type people saved. And then everything else I just kind of did whatever throughout the year. Last year I also did manage 1 animation. I would like to try to have 1 animation again this year. Because I had this animation from last year. I don't know if it'll play. There it goes. This was the 1 animation I managed last year. I did an animation trend. So maybe I'll try that again, but unless there's like an animation trend I'm really into like this, and I find perfect characters for it, I probably won't. But I'm aiming for 30 attacks. I'm aiming for 1 mass attack, and I'm aiming for 1 of each type. Yeah, I see it. 4 minutes. I've got it up. Don't you fret. I've been watching. The time is here. This is the other thing we'll have to do, is we'll have to design our frames. So I'm really, really excited. And then these are all of the attacks I got last year. This is my little page of Azazel and Zadkiel attacks I got last year. This was just like my page of just the coolest shit I got, other than a couple of things that were specific. And then this was going to be my girls only page. Because this was just Zadkiel and Azazel. This was the girls page, except Jace and Fayakin and the animal got on there. Because people did not draw enough women. Because I don't have enough women. And then this was just Kane and Xander. And also Sawyer. So this was kind of my lineup of peeps. This is all the attacks I got last year. I think I attacked a more diverse range of characters than I thought, actually. Yeah, that's part of the fun, is like really trying stuff that like you haven't tried before. And doing like really different styles. Like that's like part of the fun, is like the difference between like this style and this style of character and the style of art to this style of character and the style of art to this style of character and this style of art. And like those are done like 3 in a row. Like that's like, this is very fun and is very different than this. But like Artfight pushes you to do all of it. And I have a lot of fun with that. Like this is a wildly different style than the one before it that I can't flip to because it won't load. But I stand my ground. All right. Close my everything up. I'm gonna pause my music. Make sure you guys can hear this. Can you hear this okay? How's this sound to everybody? Sounds nice. Can you all hear it okay? This will not be playable on the VOD because this is going to play as my music in case anything is copyright. I don't know if it is or not, but I close up this. All right. I'm going to make my camera a little bit smaller so you guys have less of me to look at. Time approaches, time approaches, time approaches. All right. Abby loves the heteros. So real. I love straight. I love straight because it actually gets me drawing and it gets me to go just go for it in whatever way it comes out. Yeah, genuinely. Hype, hype, hype. I don't know how that corrected to straight. I have no idea. Should I have another bagel? You should always have another bagel. 1 minute. This is your last reminder to do your ref sheets if you haven't. I've been reminding everybody since January and everyone's been like, oh, there's so much time. There's so much time until Artfight, Xander. And then the Artfight theme reveal day comes around and people are like, oh my god, I forgot to do my references. Why did nobody remind me? Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I dropped my M&M. I've been doing my Artfight references for 6 months. You have 36 seconds to finish your references. You've got plenty of time. This is usually when people start getting excited and start getting on and bookmarking things. Like, this is the time now. So there's no better time than update your refs and start uploading things now. All right, put my other headphone in. Ready? It's time? I'm so excited. That's so loud. Hopefully everyone can hear okay. I hope Artfight fixes me. Yeah, I love it. All right, it's time. This is my sports event. Ooh. Oh, guys, whoever's running this. Whoever's running this. This chat freaking out. Huh? Huh? Go back. Theme blocked. Look at chat freak out. Okay. We're back. We're back. We're back. Wait. 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 Guess we'll never know. Fuck you on Arts Your Fight. Did the video break? Oh boy. Bro, what? Ain't no way. Man, it's not an art fight if something doesn't break. Okay, okay, we're back, we're back, we're so back, we're so back. It's not art fight if it doesn't break several times. So maybe spies, maybe rogues? That's what I'm feeling right now. It's like spy-ish, roguish. Maybe something to do with magic. Sun, there's sun and moon. Theater? Is it theater versus tragedy versus comedy? Is it tragedy versus comedy this year? It might be tragedy versus comedy is something we've been voting for a long time. Oh my god, it's the worm! It's our worm! Our king. Is it jesters versus something? Jesters versus knights? This feels tragedy versus comedy. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh! 3 teams! Comedy, tragedy, mystery! Oh my god, we're actually getting a 3-team! Yes! That's so exciting! Oh, everybody's gonna do team mystery. Everybody. Look at everybody being like, oh, 3, we called this, we called this. I'm so high. Everybody's gonna be team mystery, all of them. That's so fucking exciting. Look at everybody lose their marbles. This is what they were waiting for. This is so exciting. 3 teams is such a cool way to celebrate the 10-year. Yeah, again. That's sick. This is such a cool idea. I'm just adding to the hype. The themes aren't my favorite, but that's okay. Very fun. Yeah, everybody is going. Yeah, too many clownacies for it to not to be comedy. That's fair for you. Ollie's gonna be tragedy. I don't know what I'm gonna be. I'm really torn. I feel like I could be comedy. I could be comedy, tragedy, or mystery. Everybody's gonna do mystery because like that's like gonna be like the weird one. That's the third. Yeah, tragedy is so cool. Like I write tragedy, I do tragedy like religiously. That's kind of my thing. Is like the tragically doomed. Oh, I don't know. Heck. Hi, Callum. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like tragedy is probably gonna be ain't no 1.5 happy OCs, genuinely. The thing is, I like the comedy art style the most. Like the comedy imagery is the best by far. Yeah, the comedy art is for the best for sure. I'll have to wait and start seeing the graphics come out. I'm seeing kind of equal in the chat. Tragedy, comedy, and mystery. I'm seeing a lot of them. One more time. Man. Okay. I think just the themes of my characters, I think tragedy fits the best. I was gonna say, I think my characters fit tragedy best as well. Like just like the way I write characters and the way that I write stories, I comically write like the tragically doomed characters. I can't help but write sad stories. Like, I do not write happy endings. I don't write comedy endings. Like, I don't write everybody gets happy at the end kind of shit. I write, like, tragically sad. Like, everything always is, like, you can try to avoid it as much as you want, but you're gonna walk backwards into it anyways kind of shit. So tragedy might also be what I have to do. But mystery is such a cool idea. I don't write, I just like the concept of tragedy. I just general prefer the concept of tragedy. I hate comedies, that's the thing. Like 9 times out of 10, I hate comedies. It's not every time, but it's a lot of the time. But mystery is such a fun idea. Yeah, Emily likes comedies. Allie likes comedies. I don't generally like comedies. I'm kind of like a stick in the ass about that, is I don't really watch comedy. But I love a mystery. Damn. I prefer them to tragedies. I'm watching something. Yeah. I prefer a tragedy, honestly. I don't know which team I'm gonna be. This is actually like unironically difficult. My method is choose immediately and don't dwell. That's fair. I don't generally. I like to like kind of poke around with it. The thing is, everybody's gonna want to be the edgy ones. Everybody's going to want to be tragedy or mystery. So part of me wants to be comedy just to be a part of it, because I like the colors and like just to like be on the other side of it so that I can actually like attack people. I don't know. I like the colors and the art of comedy a lot. I fear if I'm going off my characters, I have to go comedy. I'm not sure if you historically write comedy. I also I'm like chronically an asshole about keeping everything secret. I also do friendly fires. Now that friendly fires don't matter, I also do friendly fires. Right, of course. Thanks, Turtle. Mystery fits a lot of my characters well. But I prefer a tragedy to a mystery. And I liked the design of comedy more. But mystery is kind of cool. But I've really been into like the brights and the yellows and the happies recently. But I love a mystery. Fuck. I don't know. Are they going to update the site right away? Oh. Right. Artfight has crashed. Cool. I'm going to give them some time. I forget it always crashes after that. You know, that's fair, actually. Damn. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna make a poll, because I forgot I can do that. I'm making a poll real quick. New poll. Team. This is just to see where everybody else is voting. So this is what team will you be on? Comedy. Tragedy. Mystery. Alright, just want to see where everybody is. There you go. Current poll. Poll's up. Tell me what team are you going to be on? I think I'm going to see what the icons and stuff are. Yeah. They have to put it down for putting everything up anyways, don't they? Generally, yeah. But it also generally crashes when there's a team reveal. I'm really torn. I feel like waiting for the assets to choose. Yeah, I will probably hold off on like guaranteeing until I see the assets. Emily, what do you think I am? I think vibes-wise you fit tragedy, but colors and vibe-wise for characters it would be tragic comedy. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't know. Ali, I also would like instinctively put you in tragedy, but I think you could do tragedy or comedy, but I think I would instinctively put you tragedy. Man, I'm torn between mystery and tragedy. I'm torn between all three, unironically. I feel equity, tragedy, and comedy because the balance is the point. That's like the point. Like, that's so the point. Oh, you know, that's true. Ali is crying. Man, I don't know. Ali is crying except she cries like twice a year now. Fair. I gotta switch it over to Xander is crying, because I do just be crying for no reason sometimes. Just like out of the blue. I don't know. I think I will wait off and see what the assets look like, because I want to see. This is not one that I see and I'm immediately like, this is the answer. I'm gonna do that immediately. I historically write tragedies. I love a mystery. Like I prefer like watching a mystery, but not like a mystery noir. I just like I like it when a show catches me off guard. That's like my favorite thing ever. But like my aesthetic much more recently has been comedy than it has anything else. Uh, what about my characters? I'm trying to think like personally to me, like Kane is the tragedy, Sawyer's the comedy. Azazel's a tragedy, Zadkiel's the comedy. Like it's all about like kind of the balance. The comedy colors are very nice. Genesis and Brianna are neither of them are really tragedy. They're both kind of okay. Brianna would be the tragedy if anything, and then Genesis is the comedy. My characters are hopecore and that's not an option. Yeah. It is true that I am almost Sander, and I am a little bit of a mystery. What do you guys think I should do? Like, what if you had to place me? What for the class? If the class had to put me in a team, where would you put me? Ollie says mystery. Mystery or comedy? I don't write tragedies. My stories always have good endings despite the sadness. Yeah. Mine don't have to. Like, I've never wanted to shy away from an ending that isn't exactly happy. But that's just like comedies and like tragedies, like a lot of it is the ending of it. But like tragedy is just like the tragedy is not sad, it's inevitability, right? I'm eating an apple with peanut butter and M&Ms on it, is what I'm eating. Like that's the thing I like the most about tragedies is that like it's always the concept of inevitability. Like there you have no choice. Even if you think you have a choice, you don't have a choice. And the more you try to run away from it and try not to have the choice will be made for you, which is why I like them. I'm Googling it. In classic storytelling, comedy and tragedy are dramatic genres that differ primarily in their outcomes and their perspectives on human nature. Tragedy ends in ruin, isolation, or death, arousing fear or pity. Comedy ends in reconciliation, renewal, and societal harmony. So tragedy is all about like inspiring strong emotions and like catharsis. Like the outcome is usually death or like failing to overcome their limitations. Comedy, people adapt and learn and overcome their shortcomings. They usually end joyfully. They have resolutions. There's forgiveness. It provides emotional reassurance and invites the audience to laugh. Yes, the Art Fight channel will officially reopen. The thing is, I really like the comedy idea, but I also fear that like It doesn't really matter who wins, but I'm almost sure comedy won't. Just because everybody in the art world is very dramatic and is very sad all the time. Like I feel like that's gonna kind of be the lost team. Let me pull the Discord up because it is time to resurrect the Art Fight channel from out of the. There's people out there with their whimsy. There is. I'm speaking to a few people who are torn about comedy, so I have hope. Yeah. You must think, what would the furries pick? That's a good point. The whimsy artists like Rot will put up a fight. That's true. And there's no team I'd rather be on than Rot's team. And that answer is mystery comedy. Emily does not want me on tragedy. She'd stay off. /J. Bye-bye fossils. Okay. Time to resurrect the art fight. Art fight yippee. Does art fight yippee normally go in the kitchen? I think it does. All right. I'm just saying my welcome. Whoop. Comedy versus tragedy versus mystery. And everybody's getting tagged. Everybody's getting pinged. Ding. Beautiful. You've been pinned. All right, cool. So everybody's welcomed in. Brilliant. It's time. Of course, Fio's gonna be tragedy. That makes sense. That checks. Magnus doing comedy. I'm really torn. I just remembered we have. Oh yeah, we also have an art fight tag. I forgot we have an art fight tag. What do we have the art fight tag for? I don't even remember why we had that. Was it just like to ping people when we wanted to? Like what were we pinging them for? To come draw? Like I was trying to figure out. It's like, what would we need to ping somebody? It was like, hey guys, it's an art fight stream. I just ping you about the stream itself. I just be giving people tags for anything, really. Man, I am mostly torn between comedy and tragedy. That's kind of where I'm torn right now. You know, art fight sesh, voice up. Yeah, that's fair. Man. I also do plan to try to set up some mass attacks this year. Not like individual mass attacks, but where all of us get together on a stream like we did last year, and we all draw the same character that has never been drawn by anybody, and all attack them at once. Like a Fight Club, essentially, like Kick Club, if you remember Markiplier's Kick Club. Where he used to like bring his entire team together and join somebody's charity streams, and then like charity stream bomb them. Yes, art fight bombs. That exactly. So I plan to do a couple of those as well. We did that with that stupid cat. Yes. I plan to, I've been searching for people who have never been attacked, and I'm saving some of those. What was his name? Lettuce. Yes, that was Lettuce. So I plan to do that again. I just want to be included, but no one understands how much I don't know how to draw. No, I understand. Like it is okay to not be able to draw. Like I'm so honest when I say like it really doesn't matter on Art Fight. People genuinely submit stick figures. Like, and that's okay. I've gotten stick figure art before. Like, I can only sometimes copy the line art of something exactly as I see it with no color or shading whatsoever. That's fair. And you don't have to be included. Like, you don't have to participate in Art Fight. So, and you like don't feel pressured to, because like it'll be torture if you're not having a good time. But I've gotten some very, very, very beginner attacks, and that's okay. And plenty of people submit things on paper. It's the main thing everyone does and talks about. That's true. Yeah, do it and do it bad. Like, I'll pull up Fio's attack. I won't pull it up. I've write this down. Oh, I have it. Pio attacked me with Feyakim. This was Pio's Feyakin attack. That is an attack I got on Art Fight. Pio attacked me with that drawing. Like, that really is allowed. Oblivion says I got my character turned into a Labubu. You can't scare me. Genuinely. Like, even just on this page, the difference between like Emily's art and like an art of Myra, or like this little drawing of Fake It. Like, people do paper sketches all the time, or like tiny little animation creatures, or like anything. Look at this little dude. Isn't he fucking cool? Like, truly just a little guy. But like, yeah, people do paper sketches all the time. People do paper sketches on lined paper, and that's a-okay. So, that's so true, Oblivion. Obviously, and I feel like Art Fight is good because the atmosphere is so encouraging. Even when I get insecure that I haven't improved at all, I'm like, well, I can't lose as long as in there. This is what Art Fight is for. It's for being bad. It is. And people who haven't gotten any drawings of their characters, or anybody, is going to be excited to get any drawing of their character. Like, that's part of the point. Is that, like, the part of the excitement is that somebody is drawing your character. Somebody cares about your character. Even if it's bad, it's so exciting. Like, that's part of the excitement. Like, there's 3 little canes on the page here, and none of them look even a little bit alike. But that's, like, the fun part. Like, what a fun little, like, there's so many little canes, and they're all different. They're all unique. Like, it's very cool. I don't know. There's a lot of joy that comes to this. Here's my page. I really liked doing this for Team Art and Team Fight. I'm a big fan of Cayenne. Big fan. Azul and Sawyer. And Genesis and Otello. These are great. I just feel selfish because I'd literally only be doing it for practice and there'd be no imagination or creativity. I'm just copying their references. I mean, but like, you're drawing somebody. Like, it's a gifting game. That's the whole point, is that it is for practice. That's the point. And it's literally not selfish because you're doing art for someone else. It's just straight up not selfish. Even if you're like, oh, this is so selfish. I'm just doing it for practice. You're giving somebody a gift. They get stuff out of it. Like, that's part of, like, it's like inherently a non-selfish event. Even if it's bad, it's free art. Even bad art is free art. So yeah, Ollie, if you got like shitty art from somebody else, would you be mad? I'm not even say mid. I'm gonna straight up say shitty. If you got an absolutely shitty piece of free art, would you be mad? No, because it's free art, bro. Somebody had to look at your character to draw that. That's fun. And you can also put something on your profile that says, like, I can only do like paper sketches and nothing else. Like, that is like something you can announce on your profile. That's also true. Like Abby said, you can just join and only attack us. Like, you're welcome to only attack people in the server. You don't have to go for strangers. Lots of us attack each other in the server. Yeah, Abby says, I have on mine that I do pencil, paper, and no colors. Like, that's like totally chill. It is finally art fight time. So excited. I mean, I changed in my style so much last year. Like, so specifically in like looking at my art style, because pre-art fight, this was kind of my style. There's my reference up there. This was kind of my art style pre-art fight last year. Like, they were like, I was doing these like thin kind of red lines, like, and this was kind of like my coloring phase that I was going through. Everything is still very, very, very flat. I was still using airbrush for shit. Like, this is where I was at by like the beginning of art fight last year. And it was actually, weirdly enough, it was doing this monster attack that kind of started me on something else. Because when I first started this attack, like, this character just, I don't know if the reference will be here. Yeah, so this character, this is what they look like. They don't have all these white lines. They're just like this like creature shape thing. And I was bored without like all the white extra lines that I added. I don't know if I don't have a layer for it. So I was like, I need like a way to like show the shape of this thing more. So I started adding these weird contour lines to kind of give it a reference point. This was the first time I started doing that. That's still a part of my art style today. Like, that is what developed this line work in my art style, was this drawing. Because sometimes it's just like one thing that just like created this idea. And you can see it start come into effect here. This is when I started being like, wait a second, I could really do something with this. Like, and I kind of went crazy with the swirls and the lines and like the hair is all of that. Like, and just like completely went down a different line. It was also, I think that was the first one. It was. So this one that I was doing here, this is Rot's art. And I wanted to kind of replicate their art style a little bit to get like that like paper texture. And this was the first drawing I did that on. And it became the thing I did for the next like entire year. Like, every drawing I did has a texture, a paper texture over it. This is a paper texture. This is a paper texture. It's just a different one. This is a paper texture on it. Like, I like suddenly was like, oh, I'm going to do that for all of them. Like, and sorry, this is my art. This is Rot's OCs. I had to stop and think. This is my art. All of these are my art for art fight, but this is Rotten's OCs. This is Beathan and Averill. I had to stop and think. But like that, like, yeah, Rotten's in there somewhere. This is Beathan and Averill's OCs. Rotten says, I forgot how correct Xander is. Damn right. Let me have the credit for that one. I drew this. This is like these like I did of these, like, this is like all of this was just like, okay, I have a paper texture now. Paper texture suddenly made everything feel good. Like, these little lines became like every single one of my drawings. Like, that was what I did. Then this was like a little bit different because I went back kind of my old style. I did like a comic, and then I could just like whip out like really easy, quick shit. Like, it was just kind of flying through them. I've got this, which took me for frickin' ever. I didn't get a response on this one, which made me sad, but like, it's also okay. But this one was really fun. It's just the amount of detail this took was so long. Like, there's so many, like, fun little ones in here, obviously. Smooches. But, like, all of these, like I had, like, suddenly developed a style just from, like, playing around on Artfight. And, like, something clicked, and I was like, oh, I can do this. Just, Sebastian. So, I don't know. And some of them I regressed a little bit. This one, I'm not proud of this drawing at all. But I did this in, like, a span of, like, maybe an hour. Like, because at this point, I was just trying to pump out, like, quick little ones while I was working on these big, complicated ones. Because that was, like, a lot of the end of Artfight is finding quick, simple ones that I could do. But, oh, God, yeah. Maybe I'm gonna, once Artfight is back up, I'll go back to, like, sorting some stuff, because I want to sort out, like, different creatures, because I need to find, like, a worm and a feral and a all of that. A mech. So. Sometimes you finish just to finish, truly. Can I put my OCs on there? Yeah. Yes, there is a, when you upload the image, Ollie, when you upload an image to Artfight, you can say, it says, did you create this image? And you click no, and it lets you put down who created the image. And if they're on Artfight, you can link it to them as well. Like, that's like the whole, like, it's literally built into the website. If you want, when you're on, yeah, while you're on call, I can, like, help walk you through it. But yeah, they're like, it's literally it's built into the website that it asks you, did you make this reference? Yes or no, and lets you link to the person who did, because plenty of people do that. This right here, this was my, ooh, don't do that. This was my first ever Artfight attack. It's so cute. This is like baby beginner stuff. Ollie, you're a baby beginner, and this is baby beginner stuff, so it's okay. Exactly. It's all about baby beginners. This is like where I started baby beginner level, but that's also because I've been doing art for years already. Like, these are my first year attacks. This one I was incredibly proud of. I thought this was the best art I would ever do. I never got a response from this, by the way. Like, I did, like, these for the rest of the, like, Artfight, and I did this one, I never got a response. I never even got a comment back on it. And I did not finish this one. I was also very proud of this one. Jeez. Like, these are so early on in all of it. By the time I got to werewolves, I was a lot more comfortable with what I was capable of, but, like, these are so far from my art style at this point. Like, this is so cute, but, like, what's going on? This is Abby's character, isn't it? Abby, I think this is the one that you had a paper drawing of, but didn't have any colors, so I just had to guess. Or am I crazy? I don't know why yeah, this is yours. Yep, that is, okay. I just remember working on this one being so stressed. I was like, I'm gonna get the colors wrong. I didn't know what to do. But I sure did my best. I was like, oh no. Yeah, these are all, like, old ones. This is back when I still used, like, the really, really sketchy line art. I was really proud of this one. This makes me think of Valyria. Because vampire, I guess, but, like... Leave these people eyeless. Make your art the last thing they ever see. That's so good. Like, just, like, little, like, random stuff. This was when I got the stick figure attack on Embry, I revenged one of their stick figures and drew their stick figure 3-dimensional. Because I thought that was fun. And then this was my best attack that year. I went, like, crazy on this one. And I did, like, some simple ones in the meantime. Some creepy little dudes. This one was really pretty. I have a lot of fun. My favorite thing to do is to find like a really beginner artist who has, like, very, very little like done with their characters and turn them into this. Because that's what this one was, is this person's character had never been drawn digitally. It was all just paper sketches. So I was like, I want to turn them into something that you can see, because that's, like, the fun of Artfight for me, is, like, doing free commissions for people. Like, that's like part of the excitement. Hey, look, it's Hobby again. I found you. Some changes have taken place. Crazy. He said him. Yeah. My God. My boy. I have to make a border thing. Yeah. I had like so many like really. It's cyber art. I struggle so hard to make sure I'm making your characters look like your characters, because your style is so far away from my style that it's hard to translate your designs into my designs. And so I had to like fight for my life to be like, how do I draw this hair and make it not look like a helmet? It's like, how do I get this to you? It's like, I want to do good to you. Me getting to draw my own character for Art Fight. To be fair, the visual design was whack. It's chill. That's fair. This was my first attempt at like a minor like mass attack. I was just did a couple of demons standing around doing nothing at all. God. Oh, this was my first animated attack. My first animated attack. The website's back up. Let's bring it down again is crazy. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Let's go. Is it updated yet? It's up! Comedy versus tragedy versus mystery. Oh my God. I'm gray. I'm gray. Ah! Bro, yeah, there's that Art Fight attitude. Let's bring that website down. This is insane. Cool, cool, cool. 2 weeks, 2 days, and 9 hours, baby. The themes have been revealed. Oh, I'm gonna bring this website down. It's really not loading. Give it a second. Yes. Comedy, mystery, tragedy. That's right. 3 teams this year in celebration of the 10th anniversary. Awesome. Team cards are up already. Why is Mystery little? Okay, so this is Team Mystery's card. Very cool. This is Team Tragedy's card. Very pretty. And this is Team Comedy's card. Oh! Comedy, tragedy, mystery. Man. This is really hard. I really do like Tragedy's card a lot. Mystery is cool, but it feels like vampires again. I think I know what I have to do. I think I think I have to be Team Hope Core. I think I have to. I think I've hit the point in my life where I am healed and I am happy and I believe in the hopefulness of human creation, and I have to be Team Hope Core. This is very, very pretty. And I love a tragedy. But I think I know what I have to do. Oh, man. Oh, God, it's time. Oh, since when were you? He's just down there. The website is coming down again. I can feel it coming down. I'm thinking of joining Tragedy. The colors are gorgeous. The colors are so pretty. Oh, there it is. Ah, I'm doing it. I know who I am. Yeah, I'm orange, baby. Welcome to Team Comedy. Woohoo! Ah, it's good to be here. I do. I'm not a comedy person, but I know what comedies are. I know what a comedy is, and I know what it represents, and I know what it stands for. And it stands for hope. It stands for hopefulness and that there is goodness. Oh, don't show all my stuff. Oh, I don't want that. I'm gonna have to do it like this. All right. This is my team card. Save that real quick. Emily, choose tragedy if you're happy about it. I will do comedy for you, and you must do tragedy for me, and we will accept our place. Can you drop the cards? Mine simply won't load. I closed the comedy or the tragedy card. I can try to get to it again. Oh no, I totally can. I can download it. I'll just download all of them and I'll upload them. I'll put them all in the Discord. I think in the actual definitions of comedies and tragedies, tragedy is about catharsis and about getting the emotions out, versus comedy is about like comfort in it. It's comfort. Like I'm talking like ancient comedies and tragedies, like Shakespeare stuff. Like, you know, you're the English major. And then let me grab the mystery one. I'm aware that you took a comedy class. That's why I said you would know, because you're the English major. I'm telling you what it stands for me here in my world. And why I'm choosing it. It's not for funny, it's for hope. Hope. All right. There are your cards. Oop, the comedy one is not cut beautifully. None of them are cut beautifully because they got downloaded weird, but that's okay. All of us feared the edge and didn't choose it. I was confirming, not being pretentious. That's why mystery is the least chosen for so far. Feared the edge and didn't choose it. I don't know what team to be on. Whatever calls you. Comedy is defined by incongruity theory, relief theory, and superiority theory. You're saying words I don't know, but I believe you. I may not understand what it actually is, but I am a part of it now and excited to be. It's up to debate whether comedies need to be funny or not. That, yeah. I don't know why, but sure. You took the class. I trust you. Maybe my comedy will be funny, and maybe it won't. Because I isn't it like partially like the comedy is like from what I understand, it's like part of it is like ironic comedy kind of shit where it's like it's not really ha ha funny, but it's funny because it's ironic. Like irony is comedy, but irony isn't always funny. It's not ha ha funny, it's like, oh well, isn't that ironic funny? Like, isn't that like, that's like the line. Sam and Diane from Cheers was the first will they, won't they? This is what I learned in college. All right. Oh my god, I cannot believe it's time for this. I've been waiting for just so darn long. For just so long. It's here! Beautiful. Yes! Welcome to Team Comedy! Alright. Now I gotta get pictures of everybody. Eye of the Tiger art motivation is something that was so real. It's the Eye of the Tiger. Okay, I need you to be on here so that you don't see my images. Insert a photo. Hello, Father. Hello, Father. Thank you for the follow. My name is Almost Sander. Welcome home. Good to have you. My top characters are Azazel, Sawyer, Cain, Brianna, Genesis, and Othello. Those are the people that I need to get images of. So let's get Sawyer in here. I'm just getting all of my images in really quickly. And then, because I don't need you guys seeing what's in my camera roll. And then we'll do all the arranging. Where did I keep Azazel? I know he's in here somewhere. Eye of the Tiger. Do I need Brianna? I do. Get her in there. Hello, Xander. Good luck with our fight. I hear they've been crucifying people recently in the community. Okay, the community has drama every year, for sure, for sure. Like, some pretty intense drama. If you don't remember, a couple of years ago, we had the human centipede mass attack that caused quite a bit of drama. So there is arguably, it's a lot of drama inside and outside of the community. Kind of comes and goes. But yeah, no, we'll be just fine. There's always some idiot doing something stupid somewhere for some reason. I'm not afraid of their drama. We'll live. I'll figure it out. It's one of those things that, like, if you just, like, don't do anything crazy or stupid, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Only thing I'm missing is Othello. Where is my brother? Boy, where are you? I know I drew you semi-recently. Right? Like, I did Othello, like, semi-recently, didn't I? But, like, not, like, super recent. It's Zadkiel. There's Othello. Oh, but I don't have him saved. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Last year's big drama was, like, the bread, I think. That, like, the bread and the ice cream drawings, that I think that was the one that set everybody off. Because people were, like, really mad that was, like, there's not enough effort and you can't tell it's the character or whatever. Where people were getting drawn as ice cream cones and had done, like, 100+ attacks. And it's like, yeah, but point, like, point obsessed people have been around on Artfight for as long as Artfight has been around. Like, there's always some asshole who's trying to make it like hard on everybody else, or gets too into the competition part of it. There's always someone. Artfight is the same level of controversy as Pokemon. It comes and goes. It comes and goes, and also you can usually ignore it. Like, generally, you can choose to ignore it. Okay. Othello, you're going to be right there. And we're going to clean this up. Get these cleaned up. And then Genesis. I think we're going to do this version. There's my girl. And then Azazel is the first one. Azazel gets box number 1. This is gonna really crunch them. I'd rather crunch the card than them. Okay, hang on. Canvas. What's my canvas size here? So I'm guessing it's 950 by 700 is gonna be the correct one. Okay, hang on. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'd rather crunch the card than the drawings of the characters, and then I'll crunch the characters later. And let's do canvas, crop. Crop. Okay, that's better. Now I gotta re-add everybody. Oh, goddamn me. Oh, I've gotta plug my tablet in. Yeah. Okay, add, insert Sawyer in here. Insert Kane. You gotta, guys, I need you guys to go back and look at my great face. Never been a part of Artfight ever, but my wife of 8 years and husband of 3 have spoken about the horrors. But I do agree on that. People forget about the block button exists. Truly, the block button was God's greatest gift to us, because it just doesn't matter. Like it like 9 times out of 10, whatever you're pissed about, block them. Like, truly and honest to God, block them and move on. Because like it just like it doesn't matter. So it's just one of those like weird things of like, how much do you want to pay attention to the drama? One of the dramas I hated last year was that video that got really famous for a little while. That was the like Artfight and misogyny, and why like everybody on Artfight is misogynistic because there are no women characters, and the women characters are ones that like everybody hates or something, or like that nobody actually like develops. And like it was such like a done without like any thought or care into like if the experiment they were doing was real or not. They took like a sample of like 1,000 characters, which on a website of well over 1 million characters, that just isn't a sample size that makes sense. And like, I don't know, it was just one of those things that was like a really bad faith way of like, I didn't like the way they talked the entire time, because everything they said had something to do with like, well, because of this you hate women, or you're doing this because people hate women, instead of like looking for any other conversation or reasons or examples of why there might be some incongruencies in some places. And it just was a really just a shitty expose video that was meant to like be like a gotcha. That like I wish they would have talked about the points in a way that like was actually pointing out the real problems that there are with things, because there are real problems in the community for sure. But the nobody has female characters because everybody hates women take was not the take. That like that's not what's going on. Okay. Kane is hello. Liverpool. New Lemon. Liverpool. I'm always afraid of saying full names of followers out loud because very often they're trying to trick you into saying slurs. So I'm very careful about reading people's names. I'm gonna call you Liver or Lemon. Either works for me. Thank you for the follow. My name is Almost Sander. Welcome home. It's good to have you. We're setting up our team comedy. I love your hair. Thank you. Do you want to see the secret about it? Nice hair, right? Do you want to see the secret? Rat tails. This one is really messy compared to this one because I just redid this one because my ponytail snapped, but that's my little hidden secret. It's always somewhere. All right, Kane, you are going in box number 3. Beautiful. Box number 3. Wish I had hair, but I'm low-key bald. Sorry, Lemon. Tragedy. But, you know, some of the best people are bald. I would name some, but I won't. Sawyer is box number 2. All right. Beautiful. And Brianna is right behind Kane. That's my girl. Oh, this only gives you 5, not 6. Well, that sucks. Sorry, Othello, you've been kicked. Because Genesis is staying. This doesn't give you top 6, it gives you top 5, and that blows. Oops. There we go. And there we go. All right. There's my characters. Guys, I think Twitch wants me dead. Sorry, mate. I tried tagging her, but she's not here. Try tagging who? I love your style so much. How did you grow into your style / develop it? Sorry about the weird phrasing. I'm high, and then all it's just oh, wild. I hope you're having a good time. Be safe. I don't honestly, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things that, like, I just kind of have slowly developed with these. It's the same way, like, my room is, like, just full of stuff. Like, I'm a huge stuff collector. Like, I just collect just stuff. And it's just like a slow, I mean, I've got this shark on my ceiling. I've made it out of tape and cardboard. It's just up there. But, like, it's, like, just one of those things that, like, my style is kind of all over. And I've always liked punk styles, and punk style is just kind of a collection of just stuff. And that's just kind of, like, slowly developed over collecting, like, little things, and I don't know. Seeing what I like and seeing what makes me feel good. I don't have any drawings of myself this year. Like last year I used that one. I might have to do like a quick self-portrait because I don't have a drawing of myself this year. And I definitely look different than any of the last times I've done. I mean, I guess I have like little like doodles of myself that I've done. Like I've done like these. Like I could use this. Or like this. But like that's kind of the closest I've got. Hmm. Because like the rest of these are all old. Maybe it's time to do like a quick self-portrait. Yeah, new portrait time. Maybe that'll be my next task is a self-portrait. But it is 5 and I have D&D today, so I cannot be on stream long. Well, it's gotta be what's in a circle. It's gotta be able to fit in a circle. So let's like square it out a little bit here. Do I have recent photos of me, but they're all like from Pride. But like I'm trying to like think of like what do I I don't need to do something like crazy. I could just use pictures that I've taken recently, but I wanted to like I want to draw me. I could do a drawing of this image that I did. Ah, my Google Photos crashed. I'll just like, do like off of this image, like just to like do something like easy. Every time I click on an image, my entire computer loses its marbles. Okay. I feel like I have 2 good options for that I could offer as like quick, easy, like selfies I have taken recently. That I could get my image from. Okay. Like none of these are going to be like crazy. These are just very simple drawings. Very simple images, right? I've got this image. Feel like this is easy. Like it kind of captures the vibe a little bit. And I got this going on. Both of these are just very casual because I don't want to do anything crazy. These are just simple and what I look like. Because otherwise I've got some really cool new pictures I took. But do I want to take the time it took to draw those? I love when everything breaks. Like, because I do have, like, new pictures I could do. Like, I could do this one. Like, I could do, I have this. Like, this is a new picture I have. This is fun. I haven't posted these yet. You guys are getting, like, sneak peeks. Welcome to sneak peek time. Yeah, do you like my very intense Who's a Good Boy shirt? Big fan. I think that the Who's a Good Boy shirt kind of photo is going to be kind of the jet energy. Otherwise, I've got like any of the pictures I took while at Pride, but I don't think those are also like photo. Aren't something I want to draw. I'm not drawing that crochet ass top. I think I'm gonna go with a Who's a Good Boy. Although the colors of the other one might be more comedy. Chino. Like between like this, which is versus this. This is much more comedy. I don't know. I don't know what I look like, brother. I honest to God, I truly struggle with my life. I'm gonna take a photo of what I look like right now and draw that. Um, what were my portraits over the past years? Okay, it was that one, the blue heart one, the green hair one. That was a Spider Sona drawing, legitimately. It was the updated gender one, and then last year's was the pride one. So now I've just got to find a way to just casually draw myself. I don't know if I'm going to be capable of just like whipping out a doodle of myself. I also, like I said, can't be live super long today. This will be like an experiment of what am I gonna whip out of this? I just need like reference points here. My hair just to be going out. Glasses. Just kind of like, where am I at here? This is neck. I've always got some kind of fuck ass earring on. This one I had like, I can't see it, but I have a whale shark earring in this drawing, or in this image. These my piercings are over there. And I'm gonna make some edits to this so you can kind of see the designs of the parts of me that I want you to be able to see. Curls are down here. Braids. That's kind of the vibe. I too am trying to make a new me drawing. Same here, but indeed are hard. They are not easy. Not an easy thing to do. My biggest problem is always chin shapes. I struggle with them a lot. I struggle getting them even a little bit even. Is it just shirt color? And I forget I have facial hair, so I do have to like think about drawing that. I have no lips, so no worries about that. And I've got like the downward facing nose here. Something like that. A little whoop on either side. How does my hair be doing? What in the world is my hair doing in this image? What the hell? I don't know. Do not understand what's going on there, but something like this. Something like this. I don't know. It's like kind of going out. This is like very exaggerated hair, but this is okay. Because then I've got the shaved section here. Something like that. I want to make a profile picture so I can have one to use for things centered on my own art. Yeah. Basically all my characters have a mainly left-leaning silhouette except Dolos. Make it lore significant. For the lore, it already is. Great. It just immediately, it's like, that's lore relevant. God, I'm trying to like figure out how to... I need these like just like a little bit recognizable there, and then my glasses kind of come out and then go down. These go out and then in. One of these is significantly bigger than the other, and I don't care. Okay, I do care, it turns out. Cool. There we go. I feel like this is definitely still not right. I definitely won't finish this on stream today, but that's okay. Gives us a good like little start of something here. Like I'm gonna like exaggerate my ears because like you don't actually see my ears from this angle, but I want you to for the sake of my piercings. Why have them if I don't get to draw them? Like that. Cool. Oh, Xander, your hair is a pain to draw. Fuck you. You can say that a couple of times. My hair is such a pain to draw. I'm aware. I'm actively attempting to do so. I know how bad it is. I've always told you guys, my goal is to be unfucking drawable. And every day I'm alive, I get closer to that goal. I want to be undrawable and completely unpick crewable. I mean, this is kind of what I look like. Rad goal, genuinely. It's true that the less drawable the hair is, more cool it is bound to be. Truly. You've already succeeded for me. Truly, I am undrawable. I'll let you off for badassness. Thank you, thank you. I live to see another day. Alright, how bad is it? Not as bad as it could be, admittedly. I've just got a little bit of a side lean, but it's okay. Yeah, it looks a little bit more right. I feel like something like that. Okay. And then I do live like this, so I do have to like I gotta figure out how to draw facial hair that I don't hate, because I have it, so I have to draw it. Um, everything about this is so uneven. That's a-okay. I mean, that's kind of me. The thing is, I don't have that kind of like. There we go. It's not even, but my face is also just not even, so that's just how it is today. And then I have, generally this is slit. And these were open. I might do my other piercings though, instead of the funky piercings. Because I've been wearing these loops that have like things hanging from recently. Big fan. Like there's the like one I have that's just like sparkles. It's like, it's essentially just this. Like, it's just like a metal sparkle. Like that. Like that. So I might do those. Here's a braid. And then I generally have a bead like there. And I'll make these look nicer later. Get rid of the sketch behind it. You kind of got what you need here. I think this is kind of the vibe. Just darkening these. I think that's kind of a doodle of me. It's not perfect. And that's not what my eye shape looks like, but I'm taking it. And then I've got one of these. I've got one of these. They're not dimples. I've got like beauty marks. Those are usually the darkest ones, are the ones on either side. It's kind of usually. You'll have to watch me struggle from several rooms away. But tonight, I need you to stay. What time is it? If I can finish this before 6, I'll feel good. I'm just gonna try to just like kind of. I'm not gonna like finish this. This is like I'm not gonna do like a high level portrait today. I am fairly red in tone. Especially in the summer, I am tanner than people think I am because I tan a lot in the summer. I'm not ever super tan, but I've got some color to me. I'm never like tan, but I am pale in the winter, and I tan a lot in the summer, so my color difference between summer and winter is fairly distinct. Also, rosacea, baby. Like that's kind of correct. And then I generally have like all people do. I'll deal with the actual like details later, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of like kind of screwing around with this, but I don't know. Thanks for singing along, Kazuka. I'm gonna call you Kali because it's Kai Kazi. I'm gonna call you Kai. You'll never get excited about. I managed to forget that skin tones aren't actually pinks and purples. They are not. When you said you usually draw yourself with normal skin color and then end up purple at the end of the drawing, I was floored. Just ending up purple. You ever just like look away and then you look back and you're purple? It's like, whoops. I'm also comically, like, chronically flushed. Okay, let's throw some details on the skin here. And by that I mean, let's get like eye color and everything in. And then I'll play around with skin in a minute. We've got fairly blue eyes. My eyes are like kind of comically blue. And depending on like the color of light that you see them in, like they're just like kind of a joke, bro. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, what if I have gray eyes? My grandpa has gray. No. Blue. Blue. And then blue eyes do that like dark ring around them. I mean, every guy kind of does, but I've got like very distinct dark ring. Kind of the vibe. This feels kind of correct. My skin is hot pink. Yeah, Ollie's natural skin. She paints herself to look like the rest of us. The accidental bi flag guy. I was born the colors of the bi flag. I have like generally very red skin. Which we've been through the argument, but is evidently cool toned. Oh, Ollie's eyes are also pink, yeah. And she doesn't grow any body hair, and she doesn't get her period, but she can still get pregnant. Hopefully everybody gets that reference. So otherwise I'm just saying some really weird shit. There's some truth in there. There's an inkling of truth in there. I won't tell you which part, though. Oh, it's the opposite of the I'm so green guy. I don't know how to explain my hair color, so I'm just like, gonna do my best over here. I make sure it's still like brown, but it's like darker up there than it is anywhere else. It's like practically black up there, but it's just not. Get my hair in here. And then the rest of my hair is like yellow green. Something like this. It's actually, this is kind of dead on. It is like genuinely like stuff like this that like reminds me how far I've come. It's like, this is not a revolutionary drawing by any stretch of the mind. This is not like, holy crap, I didn't know you could draw like that kind of stuff. Or like, oh my god, I forgot Xander had game, that kind of stuff. That's not what this drawing is. But this is just the ability to whip out just a quick drawing. Like, just like look at something and kind of rip out something that looks similar enough that it's recognizably me. And the ability to do that is not something I've always had. Like, I have so many like self-portraits that took me days, if not weeks, if not months, to get to look like even like somewhat presentable, and like never really ended up looking like me. So the fact that I can just like be like, yeah, I can just kind of throw something on the page for now, reminds me just how far I've come. It's all about progress. And the stuff that used to be impossible is now just hard, and stuff that used to be hard is now easy. Is it revolutionary? Nah. Does it work? Yeah. Makes me happy. Like, that's what I look like. How do I like tint this red? Like that. I need to like, no, this is fine. It's better. And I will do some touch-ups on this later, but for now. For now. So the shirt I was wearing was pink, but looks yellow. So I'm gonna give it to myself as like yellowish. Because it was kind of an odd color. It's very close to my skin tone, but not quite. I'm having deja vu. I've done this before. I've drawn this drawing before. I've been here talking to you on stream, coloring this part of this drawing before. I'm tweaking. Maybe I just make it like orange. I hate deja vu. Deja vu's so weird. I need to adjust this because this is not how shoulders work. That feels a little bit more correct. I don't need like linebacker shoulders over here. It's so funny when I said something to Reese's mom and she was like, I just got deja vu. You've said that before. It is so weird. Like it's such an odd feeling to just be like, wow, like I've been there. I've been here. You've said this to me before. And it's like I know that's like genuinely not possible. But like your brain is just convinced that it happened. I mean, this is it. This is what I look like, kinda, right? Like how weird to just be like, there I am. It's just gonna be little on my little art fight profile anyways. You've told me it's today's date before, I'm certain. No, it's so weird. It's such a weird feeling. I gotta get my necklace in there. It's in there. Just trust. Oop, it's ad time. Sorry, ad watchers. Mm, mm, mm. I'm wondering if I want to do something like fun in the background. That could be cool. Are you happy to do plan on this? The plan I miss. Is the coast clear? Ad? Hello? Oh. Funky. Okay. Let's do a little bit of some weird lining, because I like, I love me some weird lines. I'm just gonna do some texture there. Just a little bit of texture. Let's get highlights. I actually want to do... We'll see how much like actual I highlighting and stuff I need to do. Because I don't know if I need to go crazy, because I like doing like really crazy highlights and stuff, but that might be too much. Unless I like really shade it out. I might have to keep it kind of simple with this style. I'll have to keep it kind of chill with this style. Do a little bit darker on eyelids, and then I like just doing that like a little bit. Something about it helps. Lost one of my eyes over here. I think that works for me. Do a little bit of shading on the outside of the face. Maybe this is what it ends. Take it back. All the bad decisions that we made. Give the face some dimension. Get the green back in my hair. Couple of little textures here. And then I want a couple of these. And then I just want to do the shirt too, and then I'll feel good, I think. I'll recolor my braid in a sec. Something like that. Maybe this is what it is. Let's add some sparkle there. What do we think? I think this is kind of the vibe. I don't know if I actually want to keep this. This is just an idea. I don't know if I'll do the little shadow. The shadow's fun. This is heat? Bro, thank you. I feel more saturated background to match the pattern, but that could be a personal thing. Matt, more saturated? Like background color? Yeah, I don't like it. That's not what I want. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I kind of want to do, sometimes I did this little thing. I think it was this one. I did this at one point to a drawing and I really liked it, but I don't like it. Something like that, but I'm not a fan of it this time. Sometimes I like that trick and sometimes I don't. I mean, noise is the answer. I don't know. I think this is fun. I don't know if I like that or not. Especially from small, I don't know if it'll actually look how I want it to do. I'm gonna not overcomplicate it today. Hard thing to do, gonna not overcomplicate it. Just gonna choose to not overcomplicate it. Gonna do highlights. Something like this. I'm gonna say that's good. I think this is the vibe. Hello, Silverin. I hope you're well. We are just throwing my profile picture into my Artfight profile. And we have a profile. I look a little different from last year. This is where I just get to. I should probably lean everything the same way. Duplicate, select this, and then what do? I do select, feather, like that. And then we just do this a couple times. I think for a while that is how I was doing it. And then kind of give it a hard end. This would kind of be the vibe. Oh, not user. Hey, thanks for pointing that out. You said user everyone. Yeah. You got a point there, don't you? Yeah, the user is everyone. I am the hive mind. Oh, wrong. What am I doing right now? What am I doing? I want that. I want to select that. I want to... Why can't I feather this? Stop. 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 Stop selecting anything. Stop selecting anything. It's all broken. I've broken it. Calm down. It will not stop selecting things. I've broken it all. Okay. Select. Feather this out to like here. Wrong. Okay. There. Now I'm doing what I need. I'm just gonna darken this until it's like reasonable. And then select it, invert it, wrong. Turn color fill off. Wrong. Select it, invert it, then erase. Okay. There. This is kind of the vibe. Every once in a while, I am just an absolute mess and cannot figure out what I'm doing, apparently. And then I'll kind of do that over here too. What is with this right now? I just want like a color difference. There we go. Friendly fire. Okay, new thing. Friendly fire. Revenge and mass attacks. I would like this in Ambrose. There's a better way to do this. I know there's a better way to do this. I just don't know what the better way to do it is. These are templates from Artfight, or you made it? It's from the Artfight website. Hi, Missy. What if I just do the Gaussian blur one I used to do, or Gaussian blur? Used to just do that. Something like that. Something like that. And then I love fucking around with the luminescence brush because you know me. Characters I have are human. Ugh. Oh my god. Ugh. I have humans and I have anthros. And that's kind of all I've got. And I think that's it. I think that's my card for the year. I can't believe it's real. I have to put it next to last year's because I've just got to see. Just to see. Now, mind you, my color themes are almost identical. But this was last year's. This was last year's card with all the I think the same characters in the same order, almost the same characters, almost the same order. And the difference between the characters and my own self-portrait is so crazy. Look at the difference. I did not know what my style was then. And God, do I know now. This is so cool. Seeing the exact same characters in almost the exact same order as last year, but with just a slight variance, and also how much improvement Sawyer went from just like a cartoon character to like a genuine real person. And the difference is insane. All of them did that. The glow up in the references is genuinely crazy. I know Genesis and Brianna switch play here. Just for the sake of, I know this won't be lore accurate, but for the sake of my own thing, I'm going to switch Genesis and Brianna in last year's because it doesn't matter anymore. Just for the sake of comparison. Just for the sake of comparison, right? This year's and last year's. Is that not insane? Same characters, different references. Also, the fact that that portrait is the same person is kind of crazy too. That's so cool. Watching them like grow up like that. Brianna's got some differences going on. Same girl, different look. Brianna and Genesis both have some severely different looks because they were so new back then. Cool, man. This is awesome. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. I love how dynamic the old portrait was, but the new rendering is sick, right? Yeah, the old one is, it's a very dynamic portrait, but it just was like, meh. This is really is just me sitting there, but the rendering is a different universe. Like, that's what I say, like, this drawing, the rendering of that top one, like, this drawing took me hours. This took me, like, less than an hour. This is very important to me. I just need everybody to know that. What an awesome development. All right. Happy art fight, everybody. I've got to go make dinner because my D&D starts in less than an hour. I got to go eat. Thanks for being here. Congratulations, it's art fight season. Everybody have fun making your cards. I'm going to have a couple of streams the next week where we're going to start designing assets for Team Comedy. Woohoo! I know that we chose the right team because look at me and tell me that I could fit in a comedy or a mystery. Is this tragedy other than the blue-eyed stare? Is this a tragedy character to you? Is this a mystery character? Nah, baby. Comedy all the way. All right. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go get ready for D&D. Let me see if I can get somebody to raid you guys over too, and then I gotta go. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Who's around here? Oh, I forgot we were doing art today, and I just left myself on just chatting this whole goddamn time. Is there anybody I'm following who's actually live right now? I really doubt it. Oh, there are. I was like, this is like, let's go get Fern. Fern's playing Subnautica. I haven't raided Fern in forever. I'm gonna load up the raid to Fern. Take care of yourselves, my friends. Take care of each other and sort your father into the team of your desires, or I'll do it for you. Have a good night, chat. I'll see you later this week.